brethren kind and good. So I'll keep moving on. I won't stop now. I'll keep moving on to reach the top somehow. I'll keep moving on. I won't stop now. I'll keep moving on till I reach the top somehow. I'll keep moving on. I won't stop now. I'll keep moving on till I reach the top somehow. I'll keep moving
Yes, my Straight Dog family, it's that time when I should say good evening or greetings, because we are on the World Wide Web and we reach and communicate with you all around the globe. But I'm duty bound to say good night, St. Kitts and Nevis, and good night to the entire Caribbean region. We are coming to you every Monday and Thursday from 8 to 10 in the PM. And again, we say a pleasant night and welcome all to Straight Talk. And I hasten to thank those who continue to share our link. When you do, we get first timers. And I greet the first timers and inform you in the process that Straight Talk is a public service program that facilitates and promotes free expression on all issues of national, regional, and international interests, be they legal, be they environmental, be they technological, social, economic, and or political issues. You have a forum to express yourselves freely. On this program, we try as well to raise the level of national, regional, and international consciousness. We try to raise the level of national, regional, and international discourse by alerting our people to their rights, to their responsibilities, and certainly to their obligations. My name is Ian Patches Liebert, and I thank Almighty God for blessing me with the opportunity to join you in conversation on yet another occasion. As your host, I always pledged to remain an untiring advocate of truthfulness. And I'm always reminded of the words of a favorite hymn of mine, written by Thomas Jackson and Franz Joseph Haydn. And an excerpt goes like this. We are called to be God's prophets, speaking for the truth and right, standing firm for godly justice, bringing evil things to light. Let's seek the courage needed our high calling to fulfill, that we all may know the blessing of the doing of God's will. So my Straight Talk family, I hasten to inform you as well, in particular the first timers, that absolutely nothing is watered down on this program. We never try to make it more interesting, neither by omission or by exaggeration. Straight Talk is not about sensationalism. We are not about creating excitement, especially if that comes at the expense of accuracy, because we lead on the facts, pure facts, as it is my bounden duty to present what I call the unvarnished truth, the plain truth, especially when it comes to governance, integrity, accountability here in St. Kitts in the Federation or wherever we are in the world, because we are joined together with people across our federation. We are joined together with people all around the world, in the diaspora around the world. Some we know very well, some we have met, physically and spiritually. Others we do not know, and many we will never meet. Some will agree with the positions of truth, advance, and straight talk, and some will disagree. And that's fine, because we are a different people. So we entertain diverse views. But what will sadly, I hasten to add, is if we ever become disagreeable. Let's in the meanwhile thank Almighty God for helping us to understand, oh, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Let us therefore hope and pray for that day when we will all sing his praise together. So welcome again, my people, and thanks for those, as I said, who share the link. As you bring first-timers, please continue to do so. I must always remind you that Straight Talk is a participative program, and this is for the first-timers as well. By that I mean, at some stage we include your calls, we include your emails, and if you're so minded, calling, the numbers are on your screens. Some of you like what I call the cloak of anonymity. You don't want to be heard, so you are very careful in picking up the phone and joining us here on Straight Talk, especially if you are from St. Kitts and Nevis with the type of administration we have, very vindictive. So we give you access nonetheless via our email platform, and that address is also on your monitors. One word, straighttalkpatches@gmail.com. We also heard live on Alexa. Those who have that access to Alexa, just say, Alexa, play Massive Vibes Radio. And thanks, Massive, for providing that forum at a nominal cost. And my Straight Talk family, those who made donations, we thank you. Those who intend to make donations, we thank you in advance. And if you are so inclined, the code is on scan that code on your screen anytime, my Straight Talk family. It's a very simple process, very confidential process, and participating helps us to keep our dialogue alive, because it's a public service. So thank you again for your support. Thank you in advance for helping us to keep the dialogue alive. And it is and imperative as well that I say a special welcome to my junior brigade. I saw one today and asked me, no straight talk tonight. I said, sure, straight talk starts at 8. It's now about 5 o'clock. So let me hail young Dwayne. Let me hail Tristan as well. Let me hail Jasmine, Shama, Kevin, Rue, Jamal, Travis Travan, and my grandson Nema, and Saraya, his good friend, Elizabeth, our latest addition, and of course, we must hail that special lady in St. Louis. Our observations and review is an integral part of this program as well. That's a time when we highlight the current issues, we do some reflection, we ask a few questions, one of which we ask is what new we learned as a people. And after our observation in review, we will begin our thesis, which is normal and which is titled tonight, Haiti is not a footnote. Haiti is CARICOM. And we'll come right back to that after our observations. We have two observations. I heard about the passing of Desmond Hanley. He's trying to find one of his photos, didn't succeed. We understand that Desmond, a big fan of Straight Talk, has gone to the great beyond. I'll see if I can get the photo so we can at least see who he is. But if that's correct, I understand it is. We extend our condolences to his entire family. And our first observation, my Straight Talk family, last Thursday, yes, Thursday gone, we call Straight Talk informed you that Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley, will go to the polls seeking a third term. And she'll go to the polls next month, February. And Straight Talk, as usual, was right on the button. And our source is confidential, of course. But we advise you back then that election day in Barbados would be sometime next month. We were speculating it was about the 14th of February or somewhere about there. But Mia Mottley did not surprise me, but surprised lots of us about this, my Straight Talk family.
I visited His Excellency Lieutenant Colonel, the Most Honorable Jeffrey Bostic, the President of Barbados, just after 4 o'clock this evening. My colleagues are looking at me with enthusiasm because they too do not know. And I advised His Excellency that come Monday, the 19th of January, the Parliament of Barbados shall be dissolved. And I indicated to His Excellency that the writs for elections will be issued, having been proven and approved by the Honorable Attorney General, who awaits now only the dates. And in accordance with that, I now tell you, Honorable Dale Marshall, to please have the writs prepared to deliver to His Excellency tomorrow the lawful authority by which to dissolve Parliament on the 19th of January. And that nomination day shall be Tuesday, 27th of January. And on that day, when we are satisfied satisfied that candidates have been legitimately nominated and there are contests to be had, that polling day shall be Wednesday, the 11th of February, 2026.
You heard that right, my Street Talk family. Election day in Barbados, Wednesday, 11th of February, 2026. Now hear this, my Street Talk family. The Terence Michael Drew administration is struggling. We all know that. And Terence Michael Drew will roll out a slew of projects with the anticipation of announcing elections in St. Kitts Nevis next month in March 2026. Take my word. After the 11th of next month, Charlie Jong will be underground because he'll be freed up by the Reds in Barbados, freed up by Mayor Motley. Remember, the Reds went before Christmas in St. Vincent. The elder, Comrade Ralph, lost. The Reds went again last year, and Philip Peer was returned to office. So the Reds now is going in February. So one Red left, Labour, will go March or April. They're aiming at March. They'll start rolling out all sorts of projects that they haven't done in 4 years. So, but do not be fooled, my people. St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party is the only Reds left. So all the resources will come from Barbados, all the screens and the monitors that be around the stage. Look out for them. But be prepared to take this incompetent bunch of experts, self-proclaimed experts, and ensure that they do not return to office. But that's my first observation. My second observation I put in the form of two questions. One, is power in St. Kitts and Nevis being usurped from the people? Is the power being taken wrongfully from the people? And my second question, my Straight Dog family, do the people have the will and mechanisms to reclaim that power? By that I mean take it back. Do people have the will and the power to take back the power? You have to take it back, like I said, take the power back. Because what we have seen, especially in more recent times, my Straight Dog family, is these so-called officers or public servants, we call them. These public servants are just doing as they like. The way they are treating the people, my Straight Dog family, it creates cause for much concern here in St. Kitts. Because power that originates from the people is supposed to be delegated. Yes, let me say that again. power that originates from the people is supposed to be delegated. Supposed to be conditional. And power that originates from the people is supposed to be reversible. The people give it, and the people can take it back. We give the power to those in office, and we take the power back. But in St. Kitts and Nevis, it seems as if those in power rather have begun to treat that mandate as ownership rather than stewardship. Here in St. Kitts and Nevis, a definite shift has occurred. We told you so many times about the rude boy Attorney General. This rude boy Attorney General, going back to his failure to pay his nanny's Social Security as the law prescribes. He threatens others. And more recently, I was trying to expose this last week, and I had to do this because of what happened on Saturday. This is the Attorney General again, rude boy, Garth Lucifer Wilkin.
Very interesting here. Somebody parked in the Attorney General's spot here. And the Attorney General parked here and block out the parking spot. I mean, you could resolve it by UDC. I mean, what can you the Attorney General, but you're the highest order of the land, law of the land. I mean, it's not making sense. I mean, you could have parked somewhere, call UDC. Instead, you could block the person out, fine, no problem. I mean, okay, all right, you're taking revenge. But you are the law of the land, Mr. Attorney General. I mean, show some, little tolerance now, please. That's what I'm asking. I ain't bashing or nothing, maybe, okay, cool, but you could have resolved the situation a little better than this. Have a super day, everyone. Mr. Attorney General, try your best, okay? All right, so try your best. UDC should be blamed for this, but try your best. You know how to do this, okay? Sorry.
Yes, he blocks the vehicles. The system in St. Kitts and Nevis looks democratic on paper, but functionally, it starts to behave like something else. Because as 2 days after, at the same Port Zante, former Deputy Prime Minister and Ambassador attempts to use his vehicle to push his way past the security at Port Zante, assaulting a security with his vehicle. My Straight Talk family, this came to Straight Talk.
Sam Kanda trying to run over the security. This is funny. Sam Kanda is upset. He pushing the security with the car at Port Zante. People videotaping it. It's so hilarious. Hilarious. Sam Kanda, he pushing the woman with the car. This is crazy. She's calling police. And now you gotta go get a train. This is crazy. Okay, don't get run over, miss. You can let me through. Okay, I'll wait. There's some kind of car, doggy. Holy Jesus Christ. What's going on with people in St. Kitts? The ex-minister of government running over the security, pushing over the car. Okay, y'all don't fight. Woo! I don't see boy in my life. Well. But I need to get up in there, otherwise I don't climb a wall. What the heck is going on around here? Lordy. You got anybody else here? Done lunch? because I gotta go catch a train. Lord of mercy. Man, you get one over, you know? Well. I never seen more in all my life. Everybody losing their mind. Ooh. Oh, Lord of mercy.
My Straight Talk family, I reluctantly play this. But I've been getting so many calls, and I never wanted to come across as being biased. But many are asking one question: is Sam Kondo losing his mind? And this may look and sound hilarious, my people. But history shows that when our leaders stop fearing the withdrawal of the consent of the people, those leaders stop listening. And when that happens, elections become rituals, laws become tools, and accountability becomes like going to a movie in the theater. They don't care. But I want our people to understand, please understand, take my word. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. So the statement is both a truth and a warning. The power of the people is greater, but only when the people remember that. Only when the people organize it. And only when the people are willing to bear the cost of exercising that power that's in their hands. But hear this. This is my warning. When you do not exercise the power that you have in your hands, that you lend or give a loan to those in office, then a minority can rule a majority for a very long time. That's my advice to you, my Straight Dog family. But those are my observations tonight, and we will move right into our thesis, which I have titled Haiti is not a footnote. Haiti is CARICOM. My Straight Talk family, fellow Caribbean people, brothers and sisters of the region we call home, first, I want to apologize for the sad, bad behavior of my own Prime Minister.
He walked through Napoleon, who thought it wasn't very nice. And so to
My Straight Talk family, I am tempted to say I'm sorry one more time. Haiti, I'm sorry.
We misunderstood. One day we turn our heads and look inside you. Haiti, I'm sorry. Haiti, I'm sorry. One day we turn our heads, restore your glory.
My Straight Talk family, I had to play that twice, and I'm grateful for your indulgence. But I've come before you tonight not in anger alone, but in deep moral concern, because the soul of CARICOM is being tested. Tested by a recent statement regarding the exclusion of Haitian refugees made by the newly installed CARICOM chairman, who by rotation is our Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Terence Michael Drew. The content of his statement has sent shock waves across our region and far beyond. His remarks have ignited outrage locally. His remarks have ignited outrage regionally and internationally, and rightly so, beg your pardon. And what were his remarks? He said this.
Kitts and Nevis has negotiated and entered into a memorandum of understanding with the United States of America for the potential transfer of certain third country nationals. And I want us to listen carefully, who are citizens or nationals of the Caribbean community. This does not involve anybody outside of CARICOM. And this is in keeping with our CARICOM principle. And I will further say that because of security matters, it does not include Haiti at this particular time.
These remarks, I am sure you will agree, strike at the very heart of what CARICOM claims to stand for. Let us be clear. Haitians are not outcasts. Haitians are not a burden. Haitians are not a problem to be managed or pushed away. The Haitians are our brothers and sisters. When language of exclusion replaces language of solidarity, when fear is elevated above humanity, and when discrimination is dressed up as policy, we must call it out, no matter who says it, and no matter what office they hold. As a matter of fact, the last chairman of CARICOM, Andrew Holness, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, spoke eloquently and pledged Jamaica's support for political stability in Haiti. Holness said this, my Straight Dog family.
Jamaica was one of the first countries to give a commitment that we would support Haiti with security personnel and to raise the call for support for Haiti. We cannot be true to our principles in CARICOM if we do not redouble our efforts in the international community to garner support for the mission in Haiti.
Cannot be true to our CARICOM principles. And CARICOM was founded on principles of unity, cooperation, shared destiny, and respect for human dignity. The chairman's words do not reflect those principles. Chairman Terence Michael Drew, chairman of CARICOM, they betray them. To speak of excluding Haitian refugees, people fleeing violence, people fleeing political collapse, hunger and insecurity, to treat them or speak of them as though they are a contagion. It's as if they are spreading some disease or harmful influence from one person or group to another. And this is not only morally wrong, it is historically dishonest. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt even advised of Dominica's plans to lift visa restrictions on people from the Dominican Republic and the Haitians too. Skerritt said this, my Straight Dog family.
We'll be lifting in a dramatic way the visa restriction on citizens of the Dominican Republic to allow people to come in because there's so many things that can be done. And left to me, I would remove visa requirements for all nationals coming up. We can't be asking people for visa free for us to come to the country. And then we have all kind of visa restrictions people coming to our country.
What about the Haitians?
The Haitians too. I think there must be a simpler way. We cannot continue to treat our Haitian brothers and sisters as if, well, they have leprosy, and then they have to be banished as we banished people with leprosy back in the days.
My Straight Dog family, Roosevelt Skerritt's statement alone has done more to uphold the spirit and principles of the Caribbean unity than any policy of exclusion ever could. I say the opposite for Prime Minister Terence Michael Drew. Ironically, the exact birthplace of Henri Christophe, who later became King Henri I of Haiti, is still being debated. Henri is generally believed to have been born in Grenada around 1767, when the island was still a British colony. It is worth noting, however, that some historical accounts suggest that Henri was born in St. Kitts. Despite this uncertainty, nonetheless, Grenada is the most widely accepted birthplace among historians. What is undisputed, though, is Henri's legacy. Christophe rose from enslavement to become one of the principal leaders of the Haitian Revolution. He ruled northern Haiti as king, building enduring symbols of black sovereignty, such as the Citadel La Ferrière, the largest fort in the Americas. So let us remember who Haitians are. Haiti is not merely another CARICOM member state. Haiti is the first black republic in the world. Haiti shattered the chains of slavery and lit a torch of freedom that inspired liberation movements across the Caribbean and the Americas. Many of our ancestors walked taller because Haiti dared to rise first. And yet, for over 2 centuries, Haiti has been punished for that courage, isolated, exploited, destabilized, and abandoned at times. The crisis Haiti faces today did not fall from the sky. It is the result of historical injustice, foreign interference, and global neglect. So when Haitians seek refuge, they are not asking for charity. They are asking for dignity. They are asking for solidarity. They are asking for the very cooperation CARICOM was created to provide. CARICOM cannot preach integration while practicing exclusion. CARICOM cannot speak of one Caribbean family while singling out one people for rejection. CARICOM cannot claim moral leadership while the words of its new chairman, Terence Michael Drew, the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, fuel discrimination and stigma. This is why Prime Minister Kerry's position matters. His willingness to contemplate visa-free access for Haiti and the Dominican Republic is not reckless. It is visionary. It recognizes that regional problems require regional solutions, and that compassion is not a weakness, it is a strength. We must also be clear, securing borders does not require abandoning humanity. Managing migration does not require demonizing migrants. Leadership demands balance. Leadership demands empathy and truth, not fear-driven rhetoric that divides our people. To the Haitian people, so many of you who live right here in St. Kitts and Nevis, I say this: you are not alone. You belong in this Caribbean family. Your pain is our pain, and your future is tied to our future. And to the chairman of CARICOM, I say this to Terence Michael Drew, with respect, but with firmness. Leadership is not only about authority, it is about moral clarity, Terence Michael Drew. Words matter. They shape attitudes. Words shape policies and lives. When those words contradict the principles of CARICOM, then they must be challenged. And that's what we are doing tonight, challenging your words that are untrue to the principles in CARICOM. This moment calls for reflection. This moment calls for correction and recommitment to justice, to inclusion, and to the unbreakable truth that Haiti is CARICOM and CARICOM is incomplete without Haiti. Haiti is a full member of the Caribbean community CARICOM, becoming the first French-speaking nation to join as a full member in 2002, some 24 years ago, after securing provisional membership in 1998. Haiti is therefore considered one of the 15 member states of the regional bloc. Yes, Haiti is a full member of the regional bloc we call CARICOM. The Haitians may mean nothing now to Terence Michael Drew, but he should take note that there are hundreds of Haitians who live right here and reside in St. Kitts with St. Kitts and Nevis passports. There are several, Terence Drew, who attend the same church as I do. Thus I can tell Terence Michael Drew that he can find sound instructions in the Gospel of Matthew chapter 10 verse 8, which reads, and I quote, "Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse those who have leprosy, drive out demons. Freely you have received, freely give. So my advice to the CARICOM chairman and our prime minister, going forward, let us choose solidarity over stigma. Let us choose humanity over fear. Let us choose the Caribbean we claim to believe in. Because we live in a world that is more dangerous and divided. So our leaders must appreciate that the global security landscape continues to change. The geopolitical disruptions caused by the ongoing war in Ukraine, the new tariffs levied by the United States, deadly protests in Iran, to name a few, have all created a profound sense of unpredictability right around the world. The recent extraction of President Nicolas Maduro from the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, followed by his indictment on drug trafficking charges, has created a great uneasiness in CARICOM. But the reality is, the complexity and uncertainty that surrounds us as a CARICOM region calls for more than just fancy rhetoric and or academic propositions. And yes, we may run to the World Parliament, I call it, but officially called the United Nations. And the conversation begins there about international law. Then we talk about peace. We talk about dignity and equality on a healthy planet. But we must all stop to think, however, that the United Nations is part of a United Nations system formed in 1945. Now 81 years after World War II. The United Nations was formed by representatives from 50 countries who met in San Francisco in 1945 to draft the United Nations Charter, establishing a new body to prevent future global conflicts and promote peace, human rights, and cooperation. It officially came into being on October 24, 1945, after the Charter was ratified by the key Allied powers and the majority of signatories. But we must note this. There are 5 permanent members within the United Nations Security Council. The United States, the United Kingdom, France, Russia, and China. These countries have held permanent seats since the United Nations was created in 1945 after World War II. And each of the 5 has what is called veto power, which means the Security Council votes on resolutions about peace and security, sanctions, peacekeeping, missions, authorizing military action, etc. But a resolution is needed. And a resolution normally needs at least 9 votes out of 15 and no veto from any permanent member. So veto power means that any one of the 5 permanent members can veto a resolution by voting no, even if all other countries vote in favor. So 14 votes say yes, because the council is 15, plus 1 permanent member say no. And what happens? The resolution fails. Here in the region, no CARICOM country or chairman, for that matter, wields or has any veto power. In CARICOM, there is an unanimity clause, and this has opened much debate pursuant to the public stance of Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar in Trinidad and Tobago's support for the U.S. action against Venezuela. And veteran journalist Earl Busque spoke to this issue on the DBS St. Lucia. Busque said this, which is interesting, my Straight Dog family.
Majority in anybody, I think that CARICOM needs to untie itself from this unanimity clause, whereby if everybody doesn't agree, then you cannot have an agreement, and settle for majority rule. And in a majority rule situation, the majority in anybody would be the democratic majority. And in a situation like this, the majority can vote separate from, but not against, Trinidad and Tobago. So that Trinidad and Tobago would be representing one voice, but not as it is part of a collective without which the collective is not a total sum of its parts.
My Straight Dog family, I provided a backdrop of one of the difficulties that faces our Prime Minister and current CARICOM chairman, who is expected to steer the Conference of Heads over the next 6 months on other issues. Issues like climate change, transportation, and geopolitical matters such as the current refugee crisis. Although with respect to the latter, it is being discussed on a bilateral basis, as countries have made their own deals. Dominica has, St. Lucia has, Antigua and Barbuda has, St. Kitts and Nevis has, and many other countries with the United States. Unfortunately, however, just what the new chairman, Terence Michael Drew, practices at home, as old people say, he is preaching abroad. Here in St. Kitts Nevis, for example, he has perfected a divide and rule strategy. Think about it. If you're PAM or you're PLP or NRP, you're not entitled to a job, much less to eat, under this Terence Michael Drew administration. Further, and not surprising to all who have tracked his incompetence over the last going on 4 years, Prime Minister Drew, the new chairman of CARICOM, openly discriminates against Haitians, turning Haitians into outcasts and trying to school us here in St. Kitts Nevis on CARICOM principles. Everybody in this country of St. Kitts Nevis is frustrated. This Prime Minister and this Labour administration have shown us how not to run a country, and so it has placed a lot of burdens on individuals, and people are struggling. Everybody is struggling. So, if Terence Michael Drew is performing so badly at home as Prime Minister, how can we expect a sudden transformation of his leadership at the regional level at CARICOM? Drew must first learn to dance a yard before him dance abroad, as the Jamaicans would say. His vilification of Haiti and all its people as the chairman of CARICOM is inexcusable. And he owes the Haitian people, those living in St. Kitts and Nevis, and there are lots, those at home in Haiti, and those in the Caribbean diaspora around the world. He owes them an apology. And in conclusion, my Straight Dog family, the comments made by Prime Minister Terence Michael Drew, the current chairman of CARICOM, regarding the exclusion of Haitian refugees from the United States are not only deeply troubling, but fundamentally at odds with the spirit and principles upon which CARICOM was founded. The community is anchored in respect for human dignity, solidarity among Caribbean peoples, the defense of vulnerable populations, and a shared commitment to justice and human rights. Any statement that appears to rationalize, diminish, or remain indifferent to the suffering of Haitians, a people who are an inseparable part of the Caribbean family, represents a serious failure of regional leadership. At moments of crisis, CARICOM's voice must be morally clear. CARICOM's voice must be unified and rooted in empathy, not accommodation of exclusionary or discriminatory policies. Silence or misplaced justification in the face of injustice erodes the community's credibility and betrays its historical legacy of collective resistance to oppression. For this reason, a public apology is not merely appropriate. Excuse me, my dear friends. I was saying, for this reason, a public apology is not merely appropriate. It is necessary to reaffirm CARICOM's foundational values and to restore trust among Caribbean citizens. True leadership demands accountability, and fidelity to CARICOM's principles requires an unequivocal stance in defense of Haitian lives, rights, and dignity. Without equivocation or excuse, without deliberate ambiguity or the use of unclear, evasive language, heed the advice of your colleague and former Prime Minister and current Senior Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs in your cabinet, Denzel Douglas. Heed the advice. He gave you this advice. One Caribbean. He's telling us that we are all Caribbean brothers and sisters. Though we are spread across different geographical locations, we share one common destiny. Africa, our motherland. And my Straight Dog family, he's imploring that now more than ever, let us unite. Let us sharpen our skills, broaden our horizons, and embrace one another. That's the advice to you, Terence Michael Drew, coming from your cabinet colleague. And this is some of the international shame and embarrassment you have brought upon our beloved country of St. Kitts and Nevis. This is what you've brought on us.
To the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, is that the name of the country? If you are a country, because as far as I'm concerned, you guys are still a Commonwealth of England. So therefore, you guys didn't even fight for shit. You didn't fight for your freedom. You sat there in slavery until your masters say, okay, well, little boy, you can go now, go free with a plate of food. And now you acting like you can be so racist, so belligerent, so arrogant towards my people, towards the Haitian people. Go sit down somewhere. Your island is very small, 38 to 40,000 people, and it's not something that is negative, but as far as I'm concerned, we have 12.3 million people in Haiti. We fought for our freedom. We started fighting since 1796. Okay? And because of that, a lot of people or trying to make us pay for daring to be free for what you couldn't do. Had you done what we did, you probably would have been in the same situation. Because guess what? The masters don't like when you say you don't want to be slaves. So you sat there in slavery till 1993, and now you somebody? Man, sit your ass down. Okay? Because you had to go to Cuba to get your degree, whatever it is. All right? Let me remind you that Haiti, we have our own university. We have our own, like if somebody wants to become a doctor, we have a university in Haiti that can take care of that. I don't have anything against the people of St. Kitts, but since you represent them, I have to talk to you. But instead of understanding and being a brother, you trying to be nasty and trying to, betray us. Okay? I thought you were part of CARICOM, the organization who wants to fix Haiti.
My Street Dog family, on behalf of all my Street Dog family, all of you, and on my own behalf, je dis, pardonnez-nous. Pardonnez-nous. We do apologize to all our Haitian brothers and sisters. To the chairman of CARICOM and Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Terence Michael Jew, do the right thing and apologize. Say you're sorry. À tout le monde d'Haïti, pardonnez-nous. We apologize one more time to all our Haitian brothers and sisters. To the chairman of CARICOM and Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Terence Michael Jew. Do the right thing soonest and apologize as well. Because Haiti is not a footnote. Haiti is CARICOM. And that's my story tonight, my Street Dog family, and I am not going to change it. I will open the lines and entertain your calls and your emails. And when I do so momentarily, I will anticipate that you will respect others. And of course, to achieve that, you must first respect yourselves. Let us try to be fair to all concerned. Let us try to build goodwill and better friendships. Let's ensure that the things we say and or do will be beneficial to all concerned. And in the process of saying and doing those things, let us strive to build a kinder, gentler St. Kitts and Nevis. It's 7 past the 9 o'clock hour. We go straight to the lines and say good night to our first caller. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Library.
Good night, my dear. You're always first, yes. Good to hear.
The primary duty of government
Yep, government.
focusing on well-being and happiness,
Well-being and happiness.
not destruction,
Destruction.
emphasizing fundamental rights,
Fundamental rights.
like life, liberty,
Fundamental
rights,
rights.
like life, liberty,
Life. Liberty. Liberty. Yes.
and pursuit of happiness
Pursuit of happiness. Happiness. Yes.
as core principles for a just society.
Principles for a just society. Sound words.
I repeat, the primary duty of government focusing on well-being and happiness, not destruction, emphasizing fundamental rights like life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness as core principles for a just society. Have a great evening.
Have a great evening as well, my dear. Always comes in with some very sound quotations from across the narrows there in Nevis. And it can't get any sounder than this one. The primary duty of government, focusing on well-being and happiness, not destruction, emphasizing fundamental rights like life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness as core principles for a just society. And my Straight Talk family, we're going to ask the questions tonight. We've all heard the comments of Terence Michael Drew, who's really wearing shoes and clothing that are not his size. They're obviously too big for him. But we ask you, does the chairman of CARICOM owe the Haitian people an apology? What do you think about the comments of the Prime Minister and the current chairman of CARICOM? These are some questions I want us to think about. And tell me, because Terence Michael Drew continues to embarrass us. I mean, when you would have heard from the outgoing chairman, Andrew Holness, who handed over to Terence Michael Drew. He could have sought some guidance, don't you think? He surely could have sought some guidance from Andrew Holness.
Jamaica was one of the first countries to give a commitment that we would support Haiti with security personnel and to raise the call for support for Haiti. We cannot be true to our principles in CARICOM if we do not redouble our efforts in the international community to garner support for the mission in Haiti.
And he could have asked questions. When Roosevelt's carrot could make a comment like this, it tells you how, in what esteem they hold him.
We cannot continue to treat our Haitian brothers and sisters as if, well, they have leprosy, and then they have to be banished as we banished people with leprosy back in the days.
Let's go to the lines, caller. Thank you for holding your live. Hello, caller.
Oh, Patrice, good night, good night.
Yes, my brother Politics. Good night. What's up?
Yeah, Patrice, in the first, I always want to thank God for life, eh?
Yes,
and thank God for the federation of our blessed country.
Yes.
I don't want to stop saying so. Our country is blessed. Now, Patrice, I want to apologize on behalf of a Kitty Nivijan to the people of Haiti, to the comments that Prime Minister make. Patrice, this is not politics, this is reality. Patrice, one of the most peaceful people I walk around is Haitian. And I believe that the Prime Minister make a big error in the statement he make about the Haitian them. Because them are real industrious people. Them are people who come work in your country. And I find it really sad to hear that comment that the Prime Minister make about the people of from the CARICOM, Haiti. I walk around Haitian and these are most peaceful people, hard-working people. These people work and look for their family and do it, whatever. If they can send back money to their family or whatever. Patrice, man, no, he got to come better than that, Patrice. I don't believe Dr. Joe ready to be the Prime Minister. And I believe that whoever advising him, they're doing a bad job. Because that ain't no statement to make. And I want people like Brother Kalonji to come and condemn him with them kind of ignorant talk about the people, applications, descendants, black people. And I want others to come on and talk about it because this is a real disgrace from a Prime Minister from a CARICOM country but make these statements about the Haitian them. I don't like it. I used to be one that I think negative thing about the Haitian them to go up and all kind of thing. But these people only like that. And in the country, because in the situation in the country they get robbed by France and other different countries going to take out the wealth. That's why the people they is. But when Haitian people come in, other people country come work. These are the most disciplined people, hard-working people, and will do the work. You understand?
There are quite a lot of Haitians in St. Kitts.
Yeah, I'm not sure of me. They go church and so. Yeah, I go church with a couple of them too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice people.
I'm not sure of me. There's hard-working people. You could get a Haitian and carry the boat with you. To help you, not even your own. You could get on your farm to work with you. You could get a Haitian on your farm with you, go work with you on your farm. And if I'll come back and pick up any more things.
Thank you very much for your contribution. We go back to the lines and thank this caller for holding caller your live. Hello, caller.
Mr. Straight Talk.
Mr. Straight Talk. Abracadabra. That's your voice.
Abracadabra.
Yes.
How are you, my brother, from another mother?
I am peaceful, my brother. Yourself?
Yes. You are peaceful, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing that things man said and don't want to acknowledge he said it and he just looked for the hills to run and hide. Anyway, let me just say good evening to my people across the Caribbean, my wonderful brother there, Alvin, and my lovely niece there, St. Louis. How are you, lovely niece? And Texas Screen, you hear what we says? You got to keep your promise, okay? My brother Ellis and to Sister Joan there in Lodge, and my good friend Sarah House and son, and Abigail there in the and family, God bless you. Mr. Stratak, why did our Prime Minister do something like that? It's sad to hear the man say, listen, we know, but it's amazing. And he didn't even come back and say, well, listen, that was just a mistake, nothing. So when he said that, Mr. Stratak, when he said what time he says that?
He said it last week at his round table. When was it? Last week. Last week Tuesday, was it? Yeah, I think it was last week Tuesday at his round table. I stand to be corrected, but sometime last week. Yeah, we don't even know where the others are coming from.
He mean it.
Of course,
because he could have come back right away and said, "Listen, man, that was just a slip of my tongue. It's okay." But we, was just so he mean it because he ain't come back.
Of course, he mean it. I mean,
he ain't come back to say, "Well, listen, this was just a slip up, and we could do something. This is what we are going to do." So the man mean it from his heart that we have to put them out, and he's going to put them out.
Of course,
I don't know about our Prime Minister, no. I think our Prime Minister Gal is bitter, but hey, the people vote for him, so you can't do nothing about it until election they come to. If you're going to throw them out, you throw them out. If you're going to put them back in, you put them back in. But that's going to be an eye, Because I don't know about these people. These people says that they're going to... I was just listening to the last week that Samuel said that he's going to change 2025. They're going to turn everything around in 2025 done. And we ain't hear nothing from him that they're going to turn back the clock hand. He never get turned back the clock and go faster still. Because they're importing more now than before. And he says nothing about that. But hey, you know what? That's what does happen when we have something good and drop the bone to pick up a bigger one. Instead of a bigger one, we pick up nothing. Mr. Stratak, I think I said enough. You understand? I want you to take care of yourself. You are doing a wonderful job. You continue to inform us from day to day. So do what you are doing and let God continue to use you. God bless you. See you when I see you. See you soon. Abracadabra.
Thank you very much for your intervention. We go back to the lines and thank this caller for holding. Caller, you're live. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, you're live, sir.
Good night, Mr. Strato.
Good night, sir.
Long time I haven't spoken to you.
Pardon?
But it's a long time I haven't spoken according to Face Talk.
Okay.
Straight Talk. But this, is mind blowing. I think Mr. Jew is just a person who wants to support the Shiki and claim Africa and put on a show. Because if he understands our history and the part that Haiti has taken in our history, he will never make such a statement. This is really a square peg in a round hole. He's way out of his league. Way out of his league. And he needs to apologize, not just to Haiti, but the whole African diaspora. It's appalling, man.
Oh, yes, it is.
Good night.
Thanks a lot. You're so correct. Straight into the point, And everybody in the country is frustrated. Our Prime Minister and his administration of self-proclaimed experts have demonstrated to us, have shown us in the last almost 4 years, they have shown us how not to run a country. Not how to run a country. They have shown us how not to run a country. And because of this, it has placed a lot of burdens on individuals. And the people are struggling. People are struggling. I mentioned earlier, and there is a debate about, and that caller mentioned history. There's a debate about our history, and Henri Christophe. There's a claim that he was born in St. Kitts. There's also a claim he was born in Grenada. But there are more historical accounts putting him to Grenada. But I get back to that. Let's go to the lines and thank this caller for holding caller you live. Hello, caller.
Good evening. How are you, my dear?
Good evening. Good evening.
It's Telecon Aunt.
Kalikwan's aunt.
Yes, how are you?
My former wife.
Yes. I was in church Sunday.
You were? Okay.
And I did not see you, but
okay.
I behold of my Prime Minister,
okay.
Dr. Timothy Harris.
You prayed for me?
Yes, okay. I prayed for you. I was looking for you. I didn't see you.
Okay, I went to my church. I went to Zion.
Yes, somebody told me that.
Oh, you get that information about me too? Okay.
Yes. But I pray tonight that the Lord will keep you in good health.
I pray likewise.
That you will be able to step out and have your show.
Yes.
Because it's everybody all over the world listening to you.
Okay.
All over. So I pray tonight that the Lord will guide you every day and keep you and your family in good health for this 2026. May He watch over you and guide you each step you walk. And as you step out there to go wherever, may He protect you and cover you with His blood tonight.
Thank you.
What my topic tonight, I'm here listening to you about Haiti. Don't take on the Prime Minister. He gonna stop right there, Mr. Liebert, and he gonna hang his backside. He done hang himself already because he don't know what he doing. He cannot run the country in the right way. He's not a Prime Minister to say to run this country in the right direction. He's doing a lot of nonsense. He and his cabal, they're doing a lot of nonsense. Whoever he advisors be, they better teach him, learn him manners and behavior when he can pass, wherever he pass about the Cuban people them. He say it freely and he say it from his heart. That's why he ain't come back and say, forgive me, sorry, whatever, he slip out my mouth, whatever. He gonna stop right there and he gonna hang it backside. Mr. Liebert?
Yes, my dear.
Oh, I heard that those people used to get the 500. Them people, what I call it, those boys on the street, they used to get the 500 and they cut it down and they give them 250. What is 250? People used to get the job, they stop that. Is everything the former Prime Minister do when he was in power? They gone in this idea, them sting and echo people, they gone in this idea and they stop everything. Everything they stop, everything are going to pack it up on the bank book. They just gone in there the other day. 4 years done gone. You see how quick and fast the time ago? 4 years done gone. And they stop everything where people used to give, where the former Prime Minister used to give poor people in this country here. And the bank book done full and stored. 3% they put up on the money and then I do not hard work, then I do nothing in the country, then I want the country in the right direction. Nothing happen, nothing to keep. The economy a go down, and a go down, and a go down, and a go down. Not a thing a keep. Pass a living, he say he can't do that with the price control. What more else? What more else they ain't gonna do and bring for the people that think it and need it? I hope and pray, Mr. Liebert, tonight that when election call and when that bell ring, whenever you ring that bell, the people them do not go back to the police station to put them back inside there. Because we'll be held to tell the police in this country to put them back in there. And hope and pray he ain't got what about him. Brainwash the young people, them know that give them money and all them kind of thing there who put them back in there, inside there. That's why they're paying less attention to the people them of Sinkits now. Because they know the time up and they're ready to come out. That's why they're paying less attention to the people because the backside and full now. You have a wonderful good night, a wonderful night rest. Get home safe, and I love you. I sorry I never met you yesterday. I'm so sorry that I hug you so tight that your wife is not want to know if you're a boy.
Have a good night, my dear. Have a good night.
You have a wonderful night now, and you get home safe.
Yes, my dear.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. That's my Sandpoint Madam. It was my wife last week. Now she's telling me about my wife this week. Sam, you did wrong. Read this email. You can't always expect to get everything free. only $5 you are required to pay. You have made millions in and out of government. The vast acreage of land you were endeavoring to procure on the Kim Collins Highway under Douglas for your family and wanted to pay next to nothing for it was so shameful. You mean to say you have not learned from that public embarrassment what Douglas took you and your wife through, or you have become oblivious all of a sudden? Stop playing political games, Sam. Suppose when your Jeep had first pushed that security officer, she had instantly fell and died of a heart attack. You would be facing a manslaughter charge. Or maybe you're thinking you would escape justice, similar to that Sandy Point Labour woman who murdered Mr. Wellington, that Jamaican, just days after the 2024 general election. Sam, put on your thinking cap, for dog luck is not cat luck. Reads this email. It's 9:28. This other email reads, if Mark thinks and believes that he is incessant, or that his incessant, eloquent and deceptive lies and tricks he has been fostering on us, especially individuals, has impacted us in any way, he sure lies. This man is just plain narcissist, very showy and boasting. Every day he posts a lot of irritating nonsense, thinking we are all stupid and gullible to accept what he writes without question. In one of his recent postings, he talks about the misgivings within CARICOM member states and their leaders. What was pointing to me was the fact he said leaders must not wash their dirty linens in public. Mr. Straight Talk, if I was close to him at the time, I would be very discourteous to him. In 2022, prior to the election, this man washed all of Team Unity's dirty linens in public, imploding and discarding his own government. He now has the audacity to come and say CARICOM leaders must refrain from washing their dirty linens in public. Is it any wonder why he's being labeled a snake? Reads this other email. And this email reads, in the last budget session, Douglas twice made himself a real fool, trying desperately to cause further embarrassment to Harris in the Assembly. However, I was so happy to see how it backfired and boomerang in his disgraceful face. Harris stated that the government has cleared the land 4 times with groundbreaking ceremonies for the start of this so-called smart hospital. Douglas jumped up, Madam Speaker, on a point of order. The member is being deceptive. It is not 4 times. But Douglas, what is the real difference if Harris said 4 when it was 3? Because the clearing of land has taken place so many times. It comes to me like 7 times. Your point of order, Denzel, turned out to be unimpactful. The other one was when he strongly objected to Harris's statement on the Marriott issue. Well, I know you are a very good liar, and some of your lies can choke a horse. But as a senior minister in cabinet, the Marriott free interest loan was not discussed with you? Or your cabinet colleagues treating you like the same manner you said you used to treat Sam and Dwyer, by cooping them when they are out of cabinet for lunch? You discuss sensitive matters with your trusted few. My advice to you, Denzel, going forward is to sit and silently to Harris and eschew interrupting him in Parliament, for you have learned a lot from him in financing. Yes. I'm taking these emails so they don't bank upon me, my Straight Talk family. Yes, the lines are still open. Patches, the children at Virchilds, beg your pardon, the children at Virchilds School, that should be, are being told that when their lunch come, they would have to buy containers in order for them to get lunch. They will have to buy utensils like bowl, fork, and cups, or bring their own from home. Otherwise, they will get no lunch. Because of that, many of the children are not getting any lunch because they can't afford to buy any containers. They have the containers put up at the school, but because the people don't want to wash up when they're done, so they told the children that they would have to buy containers or walk with their own from home. This government is really heartless and don't care. Where is the Minister of Education, the slow student, Jeffrey Hanley? We really have a worthless, vagabond government, reads this other email. And my Straight Talk family, if you've just joined me, we are looking at our thesis tonight. Haiti is not a footnote. Haiti is CARICOM. And I asked the question, having laid out my thesis, I asked the question, and I'm getting a feedback from you. I'm looking rather for a feedback from you. And there are two questions I asked, and perhaps you may have other questions as well. And one of the questions I pose is, does the chairman of CARICOM, who is our Prime Minister, Terence Michael Drew, does he owe the Haitian people an apology? What do you think about the comments of the Prime Minister and current chairman of CARICOM is another question I ask. And my quotation, I love it. The primary duty of government includes focusing on well-being and happiness, not destruction, emphasizing fundamental rights like life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness as core principles for a just society. I want to thank this caller for holding. Caller, you're live. Hello, caller.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother Patches. Good night. Good night to all the
Good night, my brother.
Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Patches, I'm going to go straight to something. Do you realize this embargo, stand for correction again, that being put on St. Kitts in terms of immigrant visas? And I believe one day there will be non-immigrants also. It is because of our leaders going back when the CBI started, and as it moved along with all these big money investors who want to be citizens of the Caribbean, now right down to whatever island, the U.S. government have no qualms with the citizens of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. It's our leaders. It's our leaders have us in this mess, you know. So I want to say to the people, don't hate the U.S. for what they're doing. It's all part of the CBI mismanagement and misuse. They was not vetting these people. But let me move forward. Prime Minister Drew said he negotiated whatever deal with the U.S. government. And it seems like everything was fine. But look at about 3 months after what they did. So our government is a laughing stock and a papisher stock for the United States, because anything they say right now, if they say jump, they're going to say how high. But the damage has been done. Who is going to do the damage control? For sure, not this administration. So they should be gone and let new dynamic negotiators do the business for the people of St. Kitts and bring us back online with the United States. Some people are saying, let the US go where they're going, let the US... Hey, who gonna leave from our region and go to Africa? Everybody want to come to America regardless of what. And I'm gonna say, America is the best. Who don't like it? I'm sorry, but I am telling you, America is the best. And I will stand behind America, regardless to what. But our leaders, they have done so much damage. They have secured themselves for the short future. Because all these monies that they have stolen from us, whether you are in St. Kitts or whether you are elsewhere, as long as you are a Kittitian, us, we, all, it will not serve them fine at all. Thank you. I will leave it there for now. And who want to criticize me, I'm open for that. Bye for now.
Thank you very much for your contribution, as usual. For those who may have joined me tardily, I advance my thesis title tonight, Haiti is not a footnote. Haiti is CARICOM. And what I use as my point of departure was the comments of our Prime Minister, who is in fact the current chairman, by rotation that is, of the CARICOM heads of government. And Terence Michael Drew said this.
Nevis has negotiated and entered into a memorandum of understanding with the United States of America for the potential transfer of certain third country nationals. And I want us to listen carefully, who are citizens or nationals of the Caribbean community. This does not involve anybody outside of CARICOM. And this is in keeping with our CARICOM principle. And I will further say that because of security matters, it does not include Haiti at this particular time.
And that is certainly not in keeping with principles or CARICOM principles. I thank this caller for holding. Caller, you're live.
Yeah, Pat is Megan.
Yes.
Yeah, Pat is sometime last year, I was in town. I drove across there by Princess Street because he have a little drugstore underneath Wallace, agent in place there. And I park up my bike and I went in there to buy some medication. I see a vehicle parked there. So I take the chance park there too. And while I was in there, a young lady called me, politics. Crossing guard out, you put in a ticket on your bike. I went out, I tried to tell the lady, I lift up my 2 foot with my pants. I said, Miss, see, my 2 foot bad. My 2 knees bad. I just went in there to pick up some medication. She said, I never did the bike is the one. I don't start to write, and I'm going to get a ticket. I only got to tell her. I said, all right, do what you're going to do. You're in charge. She wrote up the ticket. I went and I paid the ticket. Patrick said this to say that. Rose is Rose Liza. And I disappointed with the former Deputy Prime Minister, Mr. Sam Kanda. I think that if it was going out to Port Zante, whether you're going to drop somebody somewhere whatsoever, and they tell him the rules, that is $5 they got to pay. What is $5, Pat? Is $100 me pay? Pat, is $100 me pay the court, you know? What is $5? Now we must put the politics aside sometime. I put listen up, he's no better than me, no better than he, because he was a minister of government. And you're Attorney General again, man. We got to come better than that. You are going to set examples. Example follow. When the ordinary man go there, a smaller man go there and they do it. Police come and they lock them up. They call police and they arrest them and all kind of thing. I make them park up the vehicle. And that is nothing, man. I never passed them and he worked the way. I always give them a good hail. Even not calling and I criticize certain things anyway when he break from the unity. I don't have no animosity against him. I always call out to anyway, anyone to them. You know, we got to come better than that. And that is what I realize now. I don't know if you're aware of it. All reach over 62, whether they actually June, whether they're walking up there in Georgia, whether they're walking wherever, they're turning them off. Bringing out all kind of young people. Some of them got skill. Some of them could find out work in the construction. Giving them all kind of work good up. And I realize that they're putting back people on the peace program again. People on the STEP program. But you know what? I hope you're aware what's going on here. And let's just talk of this. Because I see it to myself. They criticize the peace program, say this and that, and Dr. House, you know, give the money and that. They call it elevate. Yeah.
Sorry, I heard the STEP program is now STEP, right? The change.
They call it this STEP. No, the peace is elevate. They call the peace elevate. The STEP still the STEP.
Yeah, the STEP is has 3,000 persons on the STEP now. 3,000.
That is what I tell the parties. Yeah. And all kind of different descent of people from different countries and the STEP. Because election coming up and they're looking vote.
Yes.
Parties, let me tell you something, right? If these people don't start at these people we put in government, we country going down to nothing. This man was criticizing Dr. Come about you done country money. You use the money wrong, you this and that. You give young man money, boy, going and all kind of thing. But what them doing now, they continue the same thing and doing it what? But I mean in the politics, me about my country. Me in the politics with nobody, me about my country. Me about my see my country going well. And me about see our young people in this. From STEP to a mechanic, a mason, electrician, or whatever. Not from piece of cut grass and all these things and do all kind of nonsense. Our young skillful man out there. God never encourage them. The same thing what I was told to do. They was doing wasting money, the God and they're doing it worse. Patricia was wonderful. The God bless you and keep you. I don't want to say good night to my good friend down there in camps.
Yeah, God bless you.
Mr. Howell, anyway, good night.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then, Patricia, take care.
Thanks a lot. Let's go back to the lines and say good night to this caller. Caller, you're live.
Mr. Patrick, good night.
Good night, sir.
I heard the comment that the Prime Minister made, and I understand him very fundamentally. I understand his point. But you see, because of politics, we are not rationalizing his comments. We are criticizing it. We are not looking into it seriously. When he said, for security's sake, the Haitian them are not welcome at this moment. Have you, as a talk show person, have you ever think with me say what he meant by for security's sake?
I can tell you, I can answer you this way if you can just be
Well, I would like to have an answer from you.
Yeah, I'll answer you with the comments of Woodland Skerrit. Hear what Woodland Skerrit said.
We'll be lifting, in a dramatic way, the visa restriction on citizens of the Dominican Republic to allow people to come in because there's so many things that can be done. And left to me, I would remove visa requirements for all nationals.
You know.
We can't be asking people for visa free for us to come to the country. And then we have all kind of visa restrictions people come to our country.
What about the Haitians?
The Haitians too. I think there must be a simpler way. We cannot continue to treat our Haitian brothers and sisters as if, well, they have leprosy and then they have to be banished as we banished people with leprosy back in the days.
That's the response to your question. I gave you the comments of Harris. Sergeant Harris, I beg your pardon, of Roosevelt Skerritt. He wants to give Haitians visas. Is he concerned about security? Are you there?
Well, that is opinion. That is decision as the leader of Dominica.
Okay.
You have his right to make a decision for the benefit and the welfare of the people.
And you are entitled to your opinion.
Yes.
But we are saying,
Right,
but that is not but that is not. He said it's in keeping with the principles of CARICOM, and I'm going to play this for you as well, in terms of the principles of CARICOM, because his predecessor chairman, Andrew Holness, said this about the principles of CARICOM. He said this.
Jamaica was one of the first countries to give a commitment that we would support Haiti with security personnel and to raise the call for support for Haiti. We cannot be true to our principles in CARICOM if we do not redouble our efforts in the international community to garner support for the mission in Haiti.
So he's saying, if you want to be true, if you want to be true to the principles of CARICOM, you have to double the support for Haiti. And I can also say to you, you may not be aware that I don't want to say thousands, but I'll gathily say hundreds. There are hundreds of Haitians living in St. Kitts, and they even have their own Haitian association. You may not be aware of that. Is he going to kick them out because of security reasons? What are you saying?
I would say no. They already did.
What nonsense about security he's talking about? Vet the people. He has to vet.
I don't find it to be nonsense.
It is nonsense because he has to do. He can vet every single one coming in, whether they're dangerous, whether they're a security risk. Just to broad brush Haitians. You understand what Skerritt says? He said he treating the Haitians, and he's referring to Douglas. He's referring to Drew. Skerritt said this about Drew. This is what he said, and I put it to his response to the irresponsible statement made by our Prime Minister. And this is what Skerritt said about Dr. Drew, about banishing Haitians as if you know about those. Remember we had a leper home in Sandy Point area. You old enough to remember that?
Yeah.
And this is what Skerritt said.
Maybe not.
Listen, maybe yes or no, not maybe. If you don't know, you don't know, right? Hear this.
We cannot continue to treat our Haitian brothers and sisters as if, well, they have leprosy, and then they have to be banished as we banished people with leprosy back in the days.
That's what he said, and he's in response to what Drew said, the chairman. He must have heard the chairman speak, and that is what he said. And even his colleague in cabinet put up this post. Your friend Denzel Douglas. But anyway, I'm talking a lot. What do you have to say? But I don't agree with you.
Okay, no problem. That's your opinion.
Of course, and you're right. And
I am looking at our Prime Minister as a very smart individual.
What's smart? What's smart? What is smart? What is smart about Terrence Michael? You look at his performance for the last going on 4 years, and you call Drew smart? Man, you're insulting every Christian here listening to you tonight.
Patti, is a new year. Come and you say, give me a chance.
No, but you can't come and insult. Yeah. You're insulting our intelligence.
This is my opinion, Patti. He's a smart Prime Minister.
He's smart.
And he has the country moving on the right path.
Right path?
I was in St. Kitts.
Oh my gosh.
St. Kitts is beautiful. I have not seen any suffering in Kitchen up there. And you all need to stop fooling people in your ways, man. It's time for you all to stop doing that. Stop disintegrate the country. The country's on a right move. Think it is beautiful.
You just said, right?
It is growing.
You just said that Terrence Jew is smart.
To make his opinion and to protect his people.
But he got 4 years already. And he took
people.
4 years.
That's right.
He took 4 years, right? Almost 4 years. And he has almost $750 million in deficit. What he's doing right for the country? Are you following what's going on in circuits?
Mash up the money. Unity mash up the money, so the prime minister have to recruit money. Unity destroy the country.
But listen, when he came into please, let's listen. I haven't heard you for a long time. I'm not. Wait.
Well, we don't battle it out because this is my opinion.
We're in a battle. We're in a battle. We ain't gonna be in a battle. We're gonna have an intelligent. No. I'm gonna listen to you. We ain't in a political battle. Wait. We're in a political battle. Wait. Listen, man. Listen me out. Okay, that is your position there. In 2022, the actuals, I put it up on the screen for you. The actual CBI fees that Joe collected was $688 million. In 2023, he collected another over $600 million. And in 2024, we haven't seen the actuals for 2025. Quite strange. But the man has three deficit budget. You know what's a deficit, right? He spend more than he collect. You know that, right? You there?
I don't know that. You're telling me that.
I'm telling you that.
You're a politician.
This ain't a politician. No, we're both lemon. What I'm saying to you, when you hear them say the country in deficit, it means he's spending more money than he collected. He collect $1 and put in the treasury, and he's spending $3. So he in deficit for $2. That's very simple to understand, right? You should understand that.
Right.
It's right. So, Joe, for the last 3 years, and the former deputy prime minister said it, and not one of them could have challenged it, because Sean Richards said this. When you come here, come with your facts. Don't come with your speculation.
I heard Sean.
Anybody challenge it? You heard what Sean said, right? And you believe Sean?
Yes.
You believe him? So they send them more. Take 10 seconds.
I ain't acknowledging his statement to be fully fact at the moment. I'm trying to digest it.
But nobody challenge it. Neither you or anyone could challenge it. Right. $708 million in deficit. The man spent $708 million more than he collected. That's why he's saying to you. What are you talking about?
Because you had to do that because the country was in a financial crisis.
That is reckless. Oh, you come with that old story there again. Anyway, and I'm gonna give you 10 more seconds. I mean, I don't want to. I promise. It come like I gotta go back to me. Why you call it again? Why with the theory?
You could shut me out because you will not hear me much. I will not take those embarrassments from you anymore. You say don't call.
I got shut you. I'm wondering if I must apply the Mark Twain theory.
But
let's lay it up.
Let us give our Prime Minister the credit. He's doing a very good job in the country at this moment.
What
He's
good
a smart
job?
Politician. He's a smart politician.
What smart politician?
We're going to win this election again.
What smart politician?
You love the people and
you've been hiding for a long time, right? I'm happy to hear you.
Yes,
and forgive me, right? I did not tell you Happy New Year to you, right?
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you, right? But let me say this to you, right? Everybody in this country, you came up for Christmas and we're having a good time. But everybody in this country of St. Kitts and Nevis, your homeland, right?
Yes.
Everybody is frustrated.
This
Prime Minister, this Prime Minister and this administration has demonstrated how not to run a country. You can't run a country on deficits. And what he has done, what he has done is place a lot of burdens on individuals. Everybody would enjoy St. Kitts. You come for three days. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'll give you 5 more seconds.
What people are talking about?
Make your last point.
Okay, I'm gonna wrap up now.
Make your last point. Wrap up.
Patrice, our country are on the right path in growth, in strength, and enhancing the people and moving the people like forward.
Okay,
and Patrice, with that, have a blessed night.
Have a blessed night.
Nice to listen to me.
Nice to hear you, man. Nice to hear you. When you come to St. Kitts, you must come look for me. I want to know who I'm speaking with. You know?
Patrice, I know you live, you know.
You what?
I did a house that's above you. I did come in a house that's above you, Patrice. I know you live, but I choose not to interfere with you.
No, you never interfere. We can have an intelligent discussion.
Okay.
All right? So,
we would have a glass of wine.
Yes, anything. That's fine. That's fine, my brother. Yeah. Take care of yourself.
Okay. I know you live well.
Good,
okay,
good.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. Imagine the Prime Minister, Terence Michael Joe, right, has everybody in this country frustrated. You go to the supermarket, the food price is high. The 25% or 25, they put it up to 30. 2030. Because Samuel said he can bring in the food price. And up and now he can bring in the food price. He talked about getting food from Nigeria, from Africa. Listen to this, my Straight Talk family. Do not be fooled by these people. Because ask Amir, Kisho grandson, they buy, and most of the supermarkets, big supermarkets, purchase from the US. And you know why? Because the US is closer, in proximity is much closer. So you can carry less inventory, less stock, because you can buy what we call just in time. In other words, you want things for Tuesday, they both come in, you buy it last week. And the boat comes on tropical like clockwork every Tuesday. Who can wait to go with the transport for weeks to come from Africa? What nonsense and trying to fool people. Caller, you're live. Hello, caller?
Yeah, Patrice, how are you doing tonight, man?
I am peaceful, my brother. I am peaceful.
Yeah, Patrice, you definitely going to have to come back and pick apart that budget presentation at the end of the year last year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you did it yet, but you may have to come back and do a special show on that.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody in their right mind who listened to that presentation will know St. Kitts and Nevis is in a financial crisis.
Of course.
We're in financial trouble.
But just read the IMF report. Read the IMF report.
Yeah. along with all those supporting documents.
Of course.
Along with all of those supporting documents. You cannot be spending out more than what's coming in. You do that in your own house. You do that in your own house and you see you'll be homeless in no time.
That's recklessness.
You won't be able to pay your rent.
Recklessness.
But Patrice already said it, man.
Mm-hmm.
No opposition across the narrows these two fellas are gonna run away with the reckless spending and all manner of evil to the Federation. I mean, we cannot keep looking back. In progress, you can't be looking back. You can't make progress by looking back, man.
Of course.
This man is driving that car, looking in the rearview mirror. Every chance this man get, this man talk about Timothy Harris. Is that a love affair? Man, it's time to govern St. Kitts and Nevis. If you don't govern the same stuff that this guy's talking about, we won't see them. We won't see the advancement. Man, the Prime Minister showed a lot of incompetence last week, there, even with that speech where he isolated those Haitians. Henry Christophe left St. Kitts, went to Haiti, and was a part of that uprising down there. Now we can't bring the Haitians back to our hometown or our home turf. that Ricky Skerritt Patches, if you don't be lucky, listen carefully. He left out the Haitians as well. Don't give him the praise. He left out the Haitians until somebody mentioned Haiti in the crowd. I don't know if that was a reporter or what. We're gravitating to those Dominicans.
I mean, Roosevelt Skerritt. Okay. Roosevelt.
Yes, him. Yes. Yeah. He left out the Haitians. If he was consciously thinking about Haiti, he would have never left them out until somebody said it in the crowd.
But he said yes. He said yes, nonetheless.
Yes.
Yeah.
I understand he said that. I understand. Whether he was getting himself up to speed or what.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're thinking consciously, man, you would mention the Haitians from get-go.
Okay. Got your
Trust
point.
me on that, Patches, man.
Got your point.
But
Got your point.
we are watching the decline with that CBI program. Patches, man, can you drop some figures on us tonight before you get off? Just this afternoon, Sam Kanda and Azad Gums was on Top Freedom FM radio. And like you just mentioned, 3 years in a row, the man is running the country on a deficit budget. Sam Kanda tried to say, well, it's a strategy. Strategy, my butt.
Strategy.
Man, that's not no strategy, man. That is just failure.
Strategy.
Straight up failure, man.
Wow.
Nobody who's really, man, that guy, the coach Adrian was schooling this guy this afternoon, man.
Wow.
Man, we cannot be seeing stuff in our face. Man, Patches, man, if you on your porch, man, and you see a little boy get knocked down by a school bus in the street, man, this guy is knocked down and probably dead. What you guys see, that's what it is, man.
Okay, my brother.
Sinkis Nevis is going through a big transformation right now. And that Destiny Project, man, they're looking at that Destiny Project as a savior for them, both the Prime Minister and the Premier, because of all the failures, man, and all that money they rip off from that CBI program and left the people of Sinkis Nevis to scrum.
Okay.
We should have some dividends out of that CBI money over all them years, man. And Sinkis Nevis should be in tip-top shape, and neither happened. They mismanaged that money, and then now we got to pay. And like I say, they are moving with this SSC situation to facilitate that Destiny Project because they're looking at that as their savior.
Okay.
God bless the Haitians who set the trend for us to go free, get our freedom in the Caribbean, and big up Martin Luther King, whose day has been observed in the USA.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, his day has been observed in the USA today.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, man. Patches, have a good night, man.
Have a good night as well. Let's go back to the lines. Thank this caller for holding. Caller, your line. Hello, caller.
Yeah, that is good night again.
Yes, sir.
That is that caller but calling talk about the prime we doing with the Prime Minister mean by what he say about Haiti. Now, I sure that he don't work nation. And I sure that in any country Haitian go, there is not no violent people. So I don't know where he coming out saying. Me sure he work about Haitian. And these are the things that I wonder if he's a conscious black man.
Mm.
Any conscious black man to see what these people of Haiti went through and going through because of the people, different country going to teeth what they will, do them all kind of thing. They got to rub one another and teeth what do one another all kind of thing to survive. And this man come in and talking and talk about Prime Minister this week, we know what the Prime Minister said and thing. Guys, we got to get serious. This ain't the time for them kind of nonsense to come in talking. The Haitian people, whenever in the country, they never make no violence, they never violent and do nobody nothing. These are people believing going to church. I show that you would find there. Haitians don't work hard, and you don't see them carry out stealing and carry out violence and all them things there. Okay. Man, I must stop it, man.
Okay, got you.
Because the politics will come on, I can't tell the people about this and about that, the Prime Minister this, and the Prime Minister that.
Okay.
Eh? If the man make a stupid statement, they go say so, you know, the call it thing.
Okay, my
okay, then, Patches.
Thank you very much. Patches, everywhere you go on social media, reads this email. the people from other countries, especially Haitians, are saying all kinds of things about us here in St. Kitts and Nevis, even calling us racist. I want the people in the outside world to know that we the people didn't have any input with that decision that July made. July and his stupid advisors are responsible for that. Like the one Edinburgh who was on Freedom last week saying all kinds of things about the Haitians. This is the price we pay when we elect stupid, worthless, vagabond leaders to run our country. A bunch of misfits who don't know their head from their backside reads this email. Let's go back to the lines. Caller, you live. Hello, caller. Yes, the Bible man. You are.
I have two better subjects for you tonight.
Please, quickly.
Fret not thyself because of evildoers.
Yes. Neither be thou
And neither
envious.
be envious against the work of iniquity.
Iniquity, yes.
So the soon cut down like a grass.
That's Psalm 37,
And the
right?
withered way.
That's 37?
Next one.
Mm-hmm.
Psalm 41.
That's your favorite
Blessed
psalm.
is the man that considereth the poor.
He shall.
In the time of trouble, Lord shall deliver it. I say good night.
Good night, my dear brother. Thank you for those readings, especially, I think it's Psalm 37, fret not thyself, because of evildoers. Yes, we're not going to fret ourselves because of those evildoers. But as we wind down tonight's program in my Straight Dog family, I've heard what you said about the comments of Terence Michael Drew. He is one of the most, if not the most, incompetent prime minister we've had, at least from what we have analyzed in his first 4 years in office. But we have a situation within the Conference of Heads, the CARICOM region, where the chairmanship is rotated. I think it's twice per year, every 6 months. And it's done in an alphabetical order. So we have now assumed the role, we mean in St. Kitts and Nevis, through our Prime Minister. And as a new chairman, one would expect him to steer the business of CARICOM in terms of climate change, transportation, and the list goes on. But up came this issue about refugees. And what we have found is that the same way the Prime Minister operates here in St. Kitts, what he practices at home, like old people say, he preaching it abroad. In St. Kitts, he has perfected this divide and rule strategy. We haven't had this kind of politics in St. Kitts for a long time, where he gets rid of his opposition, real communist train, You see a force rising against you, he eliminate that force. So he gets only, when he is in office, only Labour people are supposed to eat. Palm and PLP and others not supposed to eat. That's the strategy of Terence Drew, divide and rule. But Drew, now the new chairman of CARICOM, he openly discriminates against the Haitians, turning Haitians into outcasts and trying to school us here in St. Kitts on CARICOM principles. As I said, everyone in this country of St. Kitts and Nevis is frustrated. This Prime Minister and his administration has shown us how not to run a country. And so, it has placed a lot of burdens on individuals in this country. And the people are struggling. So if Terence Michael July is performing so badly at home as Prime Minister, how can we expect a sudden transformation of his leadership at the regional level at CARICOM? Jew must first learn, as the Jamaicans say, to dance a yard before him dance abroad. And his vilification of Haiti and the Haitian people as the chairman of CARICOM is inexcusable. And he owes the Haitian people, especially those living here in St. Kitts, and there are lots, those at home in Haiti and those in the Caribbean diaspora all around the world, he owes them an apology. And in conclusion, I must say, the comments made by Terence Michael July, the current chairman of CARICOM, regarding the exclusion of Haitian refugees from the United States are not only deeply troubling, but fundamentally at odds with the spirit and principles on which CARICOM was founded. The community is anchored in respect for human dignity, solidarity among peoples, the defense of vulnerable populations, and a shared commitment to justice and human rights. I'm going to give you 10 seconds, my dear brother. Can you use it?
Yes, Patches.
I'm wrapping up.
In all honesty, our Prime Minister needs to apologize to the Haitian people, home and abroad, because it's creating a lot of backlash on the citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis. And I'll leave it there. Thanks a lot.
Well said, my dear brother. Yes, lots of backlash. And you're so correct. Like this one.
To the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, is that the name of the country? If you are a country, because as far as I'm concerned, you guys are still the Commonwealth of England. So therefore, you guys didn't even fight for shit. You didn't fight for your freedom. You sat there in slavery until your masters say, okay, well, little boy, you can go now, go free with a plate of food. And now you acting like you can be so racist, so belligerent, so arrogant towards my people, towards the Haitian people. Go sit down somewhere. Your island is very small, 38 to 40,000 people, and it's not something that is negative, but as far as I'm concerned, we have 12.3 million people in Haiti. We fought for our freedom. We started fighting since 1796. Okay? And because of that, a lot of people are trying to make us pay for daring to be free, for what you couldn't do. Had you done what we did, you probably would have been in the same situation. Because guess what? The masters don't like when you say you don't want to be slaves. So you sat there in slavery till 1993, and now you somebody? Man, sit your ass down. Okay? Because you had to go to Cuba to get your degree, whatever it is. All right? Let me remind you that Haiti, we have our own university. We have our own, like if somebody wants to become a doctor, we have a university in Haiti that can take care of that. I don't have anything against the people of St. Kitts, but since you represent them, I have to talk to you. But instead of understanding and being a brother, you trying to be nasty and trying to, betray us. Okay? I thought you were part of CARICOM, the organization who wants to fix Haiti.
And my Straight Talk family, any statement that appears to rationalize, diminish, or remain indifferent to the suffering of Haitians, a people who are an inseparable part of the Caribbean family, represents a serious failure of regional leadership. At moments of crisis, CARICOM's voice must be morally clear unified and rooted in empathy, not accommodation of exclusionary or discriminatory policies. Silence or misplaced justification in the face of injustice erodes the community's credibility and betrays its historical legacy of collective resistance to oppression. True leadership demands accountability and fidelity. Principles requires an unequivocal stance in defense of Haitian lives, rights, and dignity. My Straight Talk family, what Prime Minister Drew and Chairman of CARICOM has done, is to bring international shame and embarrassment on St. Kitts, our beloved country of St. Kitts and Nevis. And on behalf of my Straight Talk family and my own behalf, je dis pardonnez-moi, tout le monde de Haiti. We apologize. We do apologize.
Haiti, I'm sorry. We misunderstood. One day we turn our heads and look inside. Haiti, I'm sorry. Haiti, I'm sorry. One day we turn our heads, restore your glory.
To the monde de Haiti, pardonnez-nous. We apologize to all of you. To the chairman of CARICOM and Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Terence Michael Drew, do the right thing and apologize, as Haiti is not a footnote. Haiti is CARICOM. And that's my story tonight, and I'm not going to change it. And I'll leave you with that quotation that came from across the Narrows, my Straight Talk family. The primary duty of government is focusing on the well-being and happiness. Focusing on well-being and happiness, not destruction. Emphasizing fundamental rights like life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness as core principles for a just society. I must thank Almighty God for guiding our conversation tonight, as always. I thank you, the callers. I thank you, the emailers. I thank you, the many viewers, wherever you are on this globe. I say a big, big thank you. And I must say happy belated Martin Luther King Day. That slipped me tonight. Holiday in the US of A. What a day to talk about Haiti on Martin Luther King's birthday. That's another story. But until we connect on Thursday for another edition of Straight Talk, be good to yourselves and to all whom you meet. And my Straight Talk family, remember, whatever your mind conceive, that you will achieve. But first of all, you got to believe. So when you wake in the morning, thank God for the morning light. Thank Him for taking you through the night. And my Straight Talk family, keep moving on. Bye-bye. Until we connect on Thursday.